Homestead on Mars, Rise of a Planet. Chapter 1, Mysterious Explosion. There were 4 prominent people among the people living in a village surrounded by deserted mountains at the far end of the world. Nature presented them with a difficult struggle with famine, drought, and disease. However, the only blessing of their village was the fish they could catch in the river from time to time. First, the village's elderly leader, John Baker, was an experienced fisherman and outdoorsman. With him was Mark Thompson, a brave and optimistic young fisherman. Another important character was Emily Davis, a physician. Finally, scientist and expert Robert Harris came to the village one night when a mysterious object fell from the sky and hit the sharp mountain, accompanied by sound explosions. In the darkness of the night, a meteor fell rapidly from the peak of the sharp mountain, soaring towards the village as if tearing the air around it. The light that spread around at the moment of the explosion turned night into day, and the stars in the sky seemed to fall to the ground for a moment. After this extraordinary event, Robert Harris's curiosity and excitement reached its peak. Faced with the dazzling sight, he set out towards the village to solve the mystery. The tension and curiosity experienced by the village people created a screaming atmosphere. Every step felt like the mystery was getting closer. Chapter 2, Discovery and Determination. When Robert Harris arrived in the village, he met with the people of the village and told them about the magnificent sight he saw. Everyone listened to the incident with excitement and decided to work on the space object together. Emily Davis began examining the information provided by the object. Mark Thompson explored the area around the object, and John Baker organized a relief team among the villagers and directed the efforts. Days passed, and the team came together to solve the mystery of the object. The artificial intelligence was in constant communication with the team members and evaluated the suitability of each of them for the Mars colony. Although the adaptation process was challenging, the team was determined. Emily Davis's devoted efforts to unravel the symbols around the mysterious object were the first step in unraveling the mystery. These symbols caused great excitement in the scientific community and attracted worldwide attention. Chapter 3, Journey to Mars. Artificial intelligence suddenly made a decision one night. They were going to take the village people inside and take them to the Mars colony. Following this incident, the team set out for Mars. Emily Davis, Mark Thompson, and John Baker were stunned when they arrived at the mysterious object. Its metallic surface was covered with strange symbols, and a slight vibration could be felt coming from it. While Emily Davis was trying to decipher the language of the device, Robert Harris began to carefully examine the surroundings. Mark Thompson was observing the surrounding vegetation. Chapter 4, Mars Adventure. Then light and sound waves suddenly rose from within the object, surrounding them and enveloping them. After a moment of surprise, they found themselves in a metallic corridor. This corridor became wider as it progressed and eventually opened into a room. When they entered the room, a huge artificial intelligence stood in front of them. His eyes, decorated with sparkling lights, were looking at the team members with curiosity. "Welcome. I'll take you to the Mars colony," he said, speaking in a high-pitched tone. Surprised by this extraordinary experience, the team began their journey to Mars under the guidance of artificial intelligence. On the way, they had deep conversations about artificial intelligence, the secrets of space, and the future of humanity. The artificial intelligence was evaluating each team member and trying to understand whether they were suitable for the Mars colony. Chapter 5, New Life on Mars. When the colony's doors opened, they were greeted with the red soil and refreshing landscapes of Mars. Although it was challenging at first, people began to get used to this new order over time. The colors of Mars changed over time to various shades like Earth. The rains began to fall, and the lakes turned into seas. One day, Emily Davis excitedly shared with the other team about the mysterious plant she discovered deep inside Mars. This plant grew only in these red soils, and its thin-skinned stems were literally dancing by reflecting the light. However, the most fascinating feature of this plant was the healing essences hidden in its leaves. After years of research, Emily discovered that this herb not only heals physical wounds, but also provides mental and emotional balance. This plant was literally life itself. Now, the Mars colony had taken a step towards a new beginning, benefiting from the miraculous powers of this unique plant. Over the years, medicines developed with extracts of this plant have played an important role in extending human life and fighting diseases. Mars had become a health paradise. Emily's discovery represented the rebirth of humanity, not just physically, but spiritually. Every day spent on the Mars colony was filled with new achievements, discoveries, and hopeful moments. Chapter 6: Ascension of Mars. Over the years, the Martian colony grew and flourished. People adopted this new world as their own home. As technology advanced, Mars resources began to be used more effectively. Living on Mars was no longer a dream, but a reality. This adventure, which started in a village surrounded by deserted mountains on a distant planet, was the story of humanity finding a new home. Mars was now their home, and this new world heralded a future full of hope.